Hey, what's up guys? My name is Shark from NEX here, and today I felt like showing off my Connect differential, like for in a car, and also I'm going to be giving a step-by-step guide on how to build it. Just because why not? I'm not going to keep this secret. So how it works is, I don't have a gear spin in this at all. I don't know. I could have probably figured it out with this. It just seemed like a whole process, and I'm not that talented. But anyway, it's going to be hard to do with one hand. We absolutely spin. One gear can spin faster than the other one, or if I... I'm going to hold this. Yeah, I could just get a funny angle. So if I hold this side shut, then it'll still spin, the other side will still spin, and then same going, just like a normal car differential. So one side goes and the other side doesn't, and then once it's going straight, both sides go. Alright, so I'll get into the step-by-step portion on how to build it. Alright everyone, I found out a new system here. Hands-free mode, because hands-free is a lot simpler, and I probably should have done that from the start. So yeah, if you got a stand and you want to make a video, that's a very simple and easy way. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but anyway, well, how we're going to start this off is by creating a gear. So I'll have in the description, I'll have every single part that you need and like the numbers of them, but I don't really know the terms, so I'll just say like red connector, white connector, and then like end piece and stuff like that, and then different colored poles. But I don't know. I mean, you'll be able to watch in the video. I will have it all linked. So how you're gonna start this off? So you're gonna take your little white one, and then you're gonna need enough pieces to fill this up completely. So what you could do, and this is actually how I started, especially for testing, it's really nice, is you just make it like this. If you don't have enough pieces, it'll work. It'll just be a little more clanky and it won't be as smooth. So I like to fill it out completely. So this is, what is this, 8 or 6? I think this is 8 pieces. Let me count real quick. 6. Yeah, so 8 these little poles onto here. And that's how you make a gear. You just want to repeat that 4 times, and then you'll have enough gears for that. And then what you're going to want to do is, for 2 of those gears, you're going to want to put some like this. And you're going to put the little red piece right there. Or here, I'll just show you. See, so you're going to take one of these poles and put a red piece on it. Slide this down, and then on the other end, little stopping piece just to hold it in place. Just like that. And then you're going to want to slide that red one all the way up. And it doesn't need to be this red piece in particular. That's just what I went with because that's what I had. And then by the time I found enough pieces, other parts and stuff, well, I already had this going, so I was like, it'll stay. But you could do basically anything just as long as it holds it in place there. I mean, you could even put one of these right here on there. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, you could even put one of these on there sideways. It'll hold it in place. Anything really works. But yeah, so you're gonna do that with 2 of them, and that will create. Let me grab it. 2 of these gears here, and then what you want to do is get another one of these little white pieces, and you're gonna snap these gears on across from each other. You're gonna make a little TIE fighter there. And now, I don't know the terms of the actual gears. I don't even know the terms of the connect pieces. Anything like that, I just built it. But basically, these are the gears that spin and hook onto the 2 gears that go off to the tires, or that connect to the shaft that goes out to the tires. And those gears are actually going to go like this, and then so these are going to be where the tires are at, going to be where my hands are at, and there's going to be gears on there, and then this twists around it like that. So, the next piece is going to be having to make the next 2 gears and hook them all together, so I'll get right into that. Alright, so I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, it's just a dryer. But here's what you're going to need for your next piece, and here's what it looks like finished. This is what you're going to end with, and this is basically here's where the tire will go onto, and then this right here hooks into there. So you got your gears. So how we're going to make this, so with these pieces right here, let me move this. I'll just set it off to the side there. So you're going to need all these pieces right here. So yeah, here's the gear. Like I said, we already made 4 gears, so we got one ready. And so I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to take one of these guys and put it through. And take this one right here, snap it right on there, holds it in place. And then we're going to have to take this thing right here, the little spike pointing inwards. We're going to connect it on, like the little part poking out. It's going to be poking towards the white gear, right? Yeah, and once that snaps in place there, we're going to push it up in place, and it should go into one of these little tiny holes right on there, as it did. See right there, it slides right into one of the holes, it spins, and then lock. It doesn't spin. You don't want it to spin. So that's going to be pushed all the way up like that, and now it doesn't spin at all. See, well, I mean, it'll spin in this right here, but we got something to fix that in the future coming up. So we're going to take this big gray piece, I'm going to hook that onto right here. And that's really it for most part. We just have one big, not big, we just have these 2 arms that are going to put in place here, making these that are going to hold this gear, because otherwise when this spins, notice how this is spinning even though my hand, the gray one and the orange one isn't. And you don't want that, because you want all of this right here to all spin into as one piece. So we're going to make this little arm right here to hold it in place. We're going to actually make 2 of them, because that'll just hold it in place better. So how we're going to start this off here is we're going to take some red ones, put it in on these blue ones, and we're going to make 2 of these. Just like that, very simple. And then we're going to take these little small pieces and we're going to hook them into here, onto another red one, just like that. Pokes out, makes a little V there. I'm going to take these gray pieces and hook them in right there, just like that. And except they're going to be facing this way. Just like that, so it makes like a little ram, I guess. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to pick up our main gear and everything, and we're going to snap the red one into there. Snap with the red, yeah. Snap the arms onto 2 of the pegs. So you can put one on any peg that you want, and then 2 spaces. You're going to skip 2 spaces, or so it'll be like this, just like that, and you're going to skip these 2 spaces and put one right here, also pointing down or up, however you look at it. And those are going to go in nice and tight, just like that, tight up against it. So now we got just like that. Now our little piece right here, our little ram piece, is going to snap onto here. Can't get it out. There we go. And then we're going to slide it up so that it'll snap in our little guys right here. Yep, then we're just going to snap these into place. Just like so. And I mean, there's probably a simpler way of doing that, but that was my way to get around, so now none of this right here will spin. See how when I spin it, it doesn't. The gray one right here is locked up with this one. Now, you could just have a gray piece going through the entire thing and then not have this orange connector or anything like that. But then it's kind of difficult to line the gears up, because if you notice like this, now all the gears are the same length. They're all line up right. They're all in the same spot. When it goes like that, that's going to be important. Because now it's lined up, and when it's all the exact same spot, look, it spins nice and clearly. Now if this one was too far forward like this, well, now it's starting to get kind of crunchy and jam up. You don't want that, so that's why I do it like this. So yes, you just want to make 2 of these now, and I already have them because I made this a while ago. So you take 2 of them, and like I showed just then, you want to snap them on the right across from each other in the other 2 missing spaces to create a big box, just like this. It's very simple, and that's really the whole differential right there. You can see the gears do their thing. Just make sure everything's all in the right spot. And yeah, and that's your differential right there. And next up, we just built a little stand for it. You can really make any stand that you want for this. That's why we have these 2 arms on there, just so that you can hold on to it. You can put it closer up, or you put it farther out. Mine's kind of far out. I would probably put it closer, or I'd recommend doing it like that, but the way I made it was just a real simple way that looks nice. That's what I was going for. The reason why I say you should probably put them closer is because when it's put closer, it doesn't flex at all, but when you pull them apart, it'll start to kind of flex in like that. And that will just basically create, while it's spinning, look at how wobbly that is. Yeah. But like I said, it's not for an actual car, so it's not like being wobbly isn't going to be bad. This is just for a fun little display. So here's my stand. I'll show you how to make that real quick. So here's all the parts that you need to build my stand. I know the red background's got to be very nice, but yeah, there are 4 of these right here, and 4 of these. I mean, you can see it. It's just kind of hard to tell. So that's why I want to point that out. I just want to have something nice on there. So what we're going to build is I'll start with these. These are here going to be the beams that go like this. Yeah, let me just build it. So you want to take one of these little guys right here, and you're going to put these poles into it, just like this. And then, having light flashes anyway. These are going to act like, I know it's kind of awkward because it's on top view, but it's going to be like this. So I'm going to just build the other one real quick. Alright, so yeah, so it'll be like this, kind of like a swing set, and then your differential is going to go in between it. Oh wait, yeah, so it'll be like that. And I don't know, I could make a drinking game out of this. How many times do I say and? So this one right here, now these right here are going to be the poles that go along and connect them to each other down at the bottom, just for added stability, and it keeps it a steady distance apart. It just makes it so it doesn't tumble over. It's a good thing to add. How we're going to start this off here, so we're going to put these red pieces on each of these, on each of the gray ones. Sorry, I'm not doing it on camera, sorry. So it'll be like that, pointing that way. Then we'll do it to the other side now. And right now it doesn't matter which ones, as long as they're both facing the right direction, that's all that matters. Oh, and that they're facing outwards, so not like that, but like that. But the same time, it doesn't really matter because you can just rotate these freely, so it'll be fine. So now we got those two, we're going to want to make these cross beam parts, or not really cross beams, just stability support beams. So how I did that was I took two red ones and one of these little orange connector pieces, and then I just snapped those together and make a real long one. It's not the same length as a gray one, so I wanted it to be bigger than that because I think the gray was too short. So we're going to do that twice. And I'm going to love the description for this thing because I don't know the proper terms of this. This is going to be orange connector thingy, then it's going to be red beam and stuff like that, and red connector thingy. That's just, so when you see red connector thingy, gray connector thingy, just know that's what I'm talking about because I'll just put red connector. It could be the proper term, could not be, I don't know. So now we're going to connect these into here, just like that, snap right in. Boop. And now you kind of see how it goes like that. Or it could go on the inside and be like that. However, I have it, how do I have it? I have it on the outside. Yeah, I put it facing outwards like that, not, yeah, anyway, so you put it like that, and then you connect, okay, I'll put them both on. And then you just connect up this side. And it makes pretty good support beam, little support structure, I should say. So now you can just slide your differential on in there. You might want to do this before you connect on the last piece, but I can figure if I slide it all the way in. Okay, if I slide all the way in, then I can kind of flex this one back and then get it in like that. Otherwise, you might want to put your differential in there before you snap on the last part. Now, of course, this is real close up. You can't see. I'll set it on its side. I'll set it this way, so it looks like it's standing up. So what a problem is if this is spinning and it gets too far this way, you'll see it actually, it'll get stuck there, snagged on is what I was trying to say, but I couldn't, I don't know. So I got some little spacers. Let me just pull them out. Set them down. I should have set those down already. A bit more professional. So what I recommend doing is I recommend using two of them. Two of these kind right here, the silver spacers. And I gotta take this out again. So yeah, you just slide those right on this shaft right here. And they slide all the way down. And then what that right there does is, once I get this back in there, without breaking it, there you go. Now if it slides all the way down, notice it doesn't snag at all. It's got plenty of room for these little blue nubs to stick out. Now theoretically you could put on enough stoppers to keep it locked in one place, or enough spacers to keep it locked in one place so it doesn't slide at all. But I mean, I don't even know if I have enough materials for that. And I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like looking for all of them, even though they're in a box, but it's still a pain in the butt. So on the other end, I'm just going to do the same thing, but what I did here is I'm just showing you, if you don't have enough of these silver ones, you could actually, so I'll just slide that silver one on right now. You could actually use, well no, let me leave it off. You can actually use 3 of these real tiny light blue ones, and you just stack them. If you stack them, you'll actually see they're they're actually the exact same size as these ones, and then you can lay them out next to each other. They're the exact same size, and I'm doing this, I'm just gonna use that 100% for just display purposes. It has nothing to do with me accidentally losing one of these in my bedroom while I was storing it. I mean, that didn't happen at all, so that's not at all why I'm doing that. I'm just doing it for simply just for an alternative way of spacing these. Now we pick that up and we're all set. So I'll get to the end part of the video. I don't know, but yeah. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe as usual. And I don't know. I might. There are a few other stuff I wanted to try building that would be much more complicated than this. Like, I wanted to try to figure out how to make like some form of transmission. Obviously manual. I don't even know how to. That would just be. I don't even know if that'd be possible with connects, but I know with the gears and. Yeah, I mean, it would be possible to make at least like a forward and reverse gear. I don't know. So yeah, that might come out sometime. Probably not soon because I wasn't really planning on building that anytime soon. That was just an idea that I had. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. Bye.
Sharkman X Bro. 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 Sharkman X Bro.